Saturday. I started this letter ages ago, but I haven't had a second to finish it. Isn't this a nice thought from Stevenson? The world is so full of a number of things, I am sure we should all be as happy as kings. It's true, you know. The world is full of happiness and plenty to go round if you are only willing to take the kind that comes your way. The whole secret is in being pliable. In the country especially, there are such a lot of entertaining things. I can walk over everybody's land and look at everybody's view and dabble in everybody's brook and enjoy it just as much as though I owned the land and with no taxes to pay. It's Sunday night now, about 11 o'clock, and I'm supposed to be getting some beauty sleep, but I had black coffee for dinner, so no beauty sleep for me. This morning, said Mrs. Semple to Mr. Pendleton with a very determined accent, "We have to leave here at 10:15 in order to get to church by 11. "Very well, Lizzie," said Master Jervie. "You have the surrey ready, and if I'm not dressed, just go on without waiting." "We'll wait," said she. "As you please," said he. "Only don't keep the horses standing too long." Then, while she was dressing, he told Carrie to pack up a lunch, and he told me to scramble into my walking clothes, and we slipped out the back way and went fishing. It discommoded the household dreadfully, because Lock Willow of a Sunday dines at 2. But he ordered dinner at 7. He orders meals whenever he chooses. You would think the place were a restaurant, and that kept Carrie and Amasai from going driving. But he said it was all the better because it wasn't proper for them to go driving without a chaperone, and anyway, he wanted the horses himself to take me driving. Did you ever hear anything so funny? And poor Mrs. Semple believes that people who go fishing on Sundays go afterwards to a sizzling hot hell. She is awfully troubled to think that she didn't train him better when he was small and helpless and she had the chance. Besides, she wished to show him off in church. Anyway, we had our fishing, he caught 4 little ones, and we cooked them on a campfire for lunch. They kept falling off our spiked sticks into the fire, so they tasted a little ashy, but we ate them. We got home at 4 and went driving at 5 and had dinner at 7, and at 10 I was sent to bed, and here I am writing to you. I'm getting a little sleepy, though. Good night. Here is a picture of the one fish I caught. Ship ahoy, Captain Longlegs! Avast, belay, yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. Guess what I'm reading? Our conversation these past 2 days has been nautical and piratical. Isn't Treasure Island fun? Did you ever read it? Or wasn't it written when you were a boy? Stevenson only got £30 for the serial rights. I don't believe it pays to be a great author. Maybe I'll teach school. Excuse me for filling my letters so full of Stevenson. My mind is very much engaged with him at present. He comprises Lock Willow's library. I've been writing this letter for 2 weeks, and I think it's about long enough. Never say, Daddy, that I don't give details. I wish you were here, too. We'd all have such a jolly time together. I like my different friends to know each other. I wanted to ask Mr. Pendleton if he knew you in New York. I should think he might. You must move in about the same exalted social circles, and you are both interested in reforms and things. But I couldn't, for I don't know your real name.
It's the silliest thing I ever heard of, not to know your name. Mrs. Lippett warned me that you were eccentric. I should think so. Affectionately, Judy. P.S. On reading this over, I find that it isn't all Stevenson. There are one or two glancing references to Master Jervie. September 10th. Dear Daddy, he has gone and we are missing him. When you get accustomed to people or places or ways of living and then have them suddenly snatched away, it does leave an awfully empty, gnawing sort of sensation. I'm finding Mrs. Semple's conversation pretty unseasoned food. College opens in 2 weeks, and I shall be glad to begin work again. I have worked quite a lot this summer, though. 6 short stories and 7 poems. Those I sent to the magazines all came back with the most courteous promptitude. But I don't mind. It's good practice. Master Jervie read them. He brought in the mail so I couldn't help his knowing. And he said they were dreadful. They showed that I didn't have the slightest idea of what I was talking about. Master Jervie does not let politeness interfere with truth. But the last one I did, just a little sketch late in college, he said wasn't bad. And he had it typed written, and I sent it to a magazine. They've had it 2 weeks. Maybe they're thinking it over. You should see the sky. There's the queerest orange-colored light over everything. We're going to have a storm. It commenced just that moment with drops as big as quarters and all the shutters banging. I had to run to close windows while Carrie flew to the attic with an armful of milk pans to put under the places where the roof leaks. And then, just as I was resuming my pen, I remembered that I'd left a cushion and rug and hat and Matthew Arnold's poems under a tree in the orchard. So I dashed out to get them, all quite soaked. The red cover of the poems had run into the inside. Dover Beach in the future will be washed by pink waves. A storm is awfully disturbing in the country. You are always having to think of so many things that are out of doors and getting spoiled. Thursday. Daddy, what do you think? The postman has just come with 2 letters. First, my story is accepted. $50. Alors, I'm an author. Second, a letter from the college secretary. I'm to have a scholarship for 2 years that will cover board and tuition. It was founded by an alumna for marked proficiency in English with general excellency and other lines. And I've won it! I applied for it before I left, but I didn't have an idea I'd get it on account of my freshman bad work in math and Latin. But it seems I'd made it up. I'm awfully glad, Daddy, because now I won't be such a burden to you. The monthly allowance will be all I'll need, and maybe I can earn that with writing or tutoring or something. I'm crazy to go back and begin work. Yours ever, Jerusha Abbott, author of When the Sophomores Won the Game, for sale at all newsstands. Price, 10 cents.